Everyone, let's start our today's session. So in our today's session I have brought the topic Mendeleev periodic table, so that we will discuss in short because already I have taught in class 10th also, but here I am reminding you all the things. After that we will study the rest of the chapter in detail. So as I have written in the Mendeleev periodic law, that actually it was given by Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev. He got the credit to arrange the elements successfully in the form of a table called Mendeleev periodic table. Means he was a scientist. First of all, he arranged all the known elements at that time in a systematic manner. Even he classified all the elements in a proper way. Okay. He wrote properties of all the 63 elements in rows and column at that time. Actually we know that nowadays we are having more than 118 elements, but in old time periods, near about 100 or 150 years back if we will go, then there were only 63 elements were known. Okay, so he studied all the elements properly and arranged them in a proper sequence. Okay, now so here we have to understand the Mendeleev periodic law. The properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic weight, or you can call it atomic masses. So he chose the concept how the elements are to be arranged. Then he chose the concept of atomic weights. All the elements are to be arranged in proper increasing atomic masses. Okay. Now, so here we will understand the features of Mendeleev periodic table. First feature is he arranged all 63 known elements in an increasing order of their atomic masses. Okay. Now, the second is to be he arranged all the elements in horizontal rows that were called periods and in vertical columns called groups. Okay, horizontal rows that will be in this way and vertical columns will be like this. So that were the groups 1, 2 and 3, and horizontal rows that is to be 1, 2 and 3. These were the periods. So at that time there were 8 periods and 8 groups and the 7 periods. But nowadays in a modern periodic table 18 groups are there, but here we are having at that old time period that we were having only 8 groups, and each group were divided into 2 subgroups, like group 1 that were divided into 1A and the 1B, group 2 were divided into 2A and the 2B. Now the first 6 periods were completely while the 7th was incomplete. Okay, now that you have to understand about that old periodic table. So let us discuss about the merits of Mendeleev MPT. This is of Mendeleev periodic table. I have written in short for you. Prediction of undiscovered element. Actually what happens when he was arranging all the elements, when he thought only 63 elements were there, when he thought then he should work on these elements, and when he started his work then he observed that 63 elements were discovered. Then his observation and his starting of work, then he observed that numbers of new elements were discovered. Then he thought after a long time period how many elements will be discovered. So he predicted few elements and he said that maybe new elements will be discovered and their properties will be similar to that one. So he named that element. He said that the Ica aluminium, Ica silicon and Ica boron name elements will be discovered in the future, and this concept was true, and new elements were discovered and their modern names are there: gallium, germanium and scandium. Their properties were similar to gallium were similar to Ica aluminium, germanium were similar to Ica silicon and scandium were similar to Ica boron. Okay, now prediction of properties of undiscovered element. So he predicted the properties of future discovering element also. So here we will discuss the one case. So let us discuss about the gallium. So that he said that maybe he said a newly discovered element that will be of Ica aluminium. In modern time period we call it this is gallium. So he gave his properties, like he said maybe future discovering element that will be Ica aluminium, its atomic mass will be of 68. Actually its atomic mass it is to be 69.7, that is near to the 68. He said its density will be of 5.9 gram per centimeter, and actually the density of gallium it is to be of 5.91. Melting point he said low, and its melting point is 29.8, that is also low. Then boiling point it's high, he said, then its boiling point is also high, 1983 degrees Celsius. And he said even its valency it should be of 3, the valency of gallium is also 3. Okay, he said all these properties in the term of Ica aluminium. Okay, but in a modern name we call it this is gallium. And in the terms of valency, if we will form their oxides, chlorides and hydroxide, that will form in the form of X2O3, XCl3 and XOH whole thrice. So in the same way that we are having Ga2O3, GaCl3, GaOH whole thrice. So that was a good concept for the prediction of properties of undiscovered element. So Ica aluminium means what? One place below after 30. That is to, we call it 31. So that the atomic number of gallium that should be of 31. Okay, now that defects of Mendeleev periodic table we have to discuss. So first is to be of position of isotope. As we know that isotopes of an element having the similar chemical properties, their atomic number is to be same but their atomic mass is to be different. Okay, so as he choose his concept, he has to arrange all the elements in increasing atomic masses. So as all the isotopes of same elements, they all are having the different atomic masses, so how long will be the periodic table? So it is not easy to give the separate position of all the isotopes in a periodic table in a separate place. Okay, so in a periodic table, but isotopes were not given separate place in the periodic table. That was a main drawback of Mendeleev periodic table, like that we call it 1H1, protium, deuterium and tritium. Their atomic numbers are same but their mass numbers are different, so they should get different rows and columns in the periodic table. It is not easy to give separate place to all the isotopes in the periodic table. Now the next is to be, he did some wrong thing also. Grouping of chemically dissimilar elements. First example I am giving, noble metals like copper, silver and gold were placed in a group 1 along with the alkali metal. Their properties are totally different, but still he placed with lithium, sodium and potassium. They are very reactive and they are less reactive. So this was a main drawback or defect of Mendeleev periodic table. Let's talk about the another one. Manganese is chemically different from the halogens, chlorine, bromine and iodine, but he put manganese with chlorine, bromine and iodine in his periodic table. Next is to be wrong order of atomic masses. He put some wrong orders also, like elements of higher atomic mass is placed before the elements of lower atomic mass, but actually the lower atomic mass containing elements should come first. If we will see there, tellurium, this is 127.6 placed in group 6. Okay, but iodine, its atomic mass it is to be of 126.9, he put in group 7. So that was a wrong pattern. Okay, so that became the defect of Mendeleev periodic table. So here I am just telling, we are commenting on the limitation of Mendeleev periodic table. Why the limitation creates on the Mendeleev periodic table, here we have to understand. So first thing, he was aware of wrong order of atomic masses. Okay, it means he was knowing he is doing the wrong order of atomic masses, but he preferred the similarities in the chemical properties. What he preferred? He preferred their properties should be similar, so he did not care of wrong atomic masses. Is it clear? Now the second is to be, when he proposed his periodic table, concept of atomic number and electronic configuration were not known. At that time, the concept of electronic configuration that were not known. So he chose the concept of atomic masses to arrange all the elements in increasing order. Okay, so I think you all have got it. Mendeleev periodic table, its limitation and its main features. Okay, that's all for today. We will discuss a modern periodic table in detail in the next session.